When you see a coming soon sign for like a massive new big box store,
Mm.
it's easy to just see a giant gray box and a sea of asphalt.
Oh, totally. It feels completely mundane.
Right, but beneath the pavement of this proposed Costco, on the Caledon-Brampton border, there is actually a surprisingly cutthroat story about invisible zoning lines. So today, welcome to your custom deep dive. We're pulling from a local development case in the Caledon Enterprise to explore the actual anatomy of community transformation.
Yeah, because taking a piece of land from a quiet pasture to a regional retail hub isn't just about pouring concrete. It's really about the friction between what a town historically was and what a booming region is forcing it to become.
Let's look at the actual footprint first. We're talking about a 36-acre site at 2100 Creditview Road, right on that municipal border.
Right.
And currently it's just active farmland, right? Complete with a detached house. But the proposed blueprint, it carves this property into two major blocks anchored by some incredibly large footprints.
Yeah, the scale is really what makes this viable. Block 1 features a proposed Costco spanning over, I think it's 167,000 square feet.
Wow.
Yeah, and that includes a gas station. And then Block 2, which faces Mayfield Road, brings in a Challo Freshco grocery store at nearly 47,000 square feet.
So it's essentially a retail solar system.
Oh, what?
A solar system. Like a Costco provides this massive gravitational foot traffic that's required to make the economics work for, the smaller drive thrusts and multi-tenant strip mall spaces that will eventually orbit it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, they can't survive in a vacuum. They need that anchor to pull in the cars.
Exactly, yeah. Developers leverage that specific gravitational pull to make the math work on a 36-acre site. But the sheer size of that required foot traffic is exactly what terrified the town council back in 2022.
Right, because you can't just drop a retail solar system onto an active farm without severely stressing the local infrastructure.
Definitely not. Which brings us to the bureaucratic fight. The developers actually applied for this 2 years ago, and Caledon flat out shot it down.
Because the site sat just outside the town's designated settlement boundary.
Correct.
But wait, if the town rejected this 2 years ago to protect that boundary, and the land is still an active farm today, how does a municipality justify paving it over now?
Yeah.
Like, what legal or technical loophole did the developer find to force a yes?
Well, they didn't change the dirt. They changed the math.
What do you mean?
So the developer, Glenn Schnarr and Associates, they systematically dismantled the town's technical objections at the June 16 Planning Committee meeting. Instead of just asking for a boundary exception, they actually funded and presented studies showing the existing municipal grid could absorb the wastewater load.
Really? A facility that size?
Yeah, without even triggering a regional pipeline upgrade.
Oh, wow. So they essentially proved the infrastructure could handle the density before the boundary was officially moved.
Precisely. And they addressed the environmental concerns, too. They demonstrated there were no protected wetlands or endangered species habitats on the site that would trigger conservation roadblocks.
Okay, so that's 2 hurdles down.
Right. And crucially, they redrew the site plan to ensure everything stays completely clear of the future Highway 413 corridor.
So they basically removed every technical excuse the town had to say no.
Yes, exactly. I mean, when Brampton is booming right up to that border, Caledon realizes regional growth is pretty much inevitable. So by accepting these updated technical metrics, the town adapts its boundaries to capture that commercial tax base.
Instead of just getting overwhelmed by the adjacent traffic without seeing any of the revenue.
Exactly. It's a pragmatic shift.
So the planning committee gave the green light,
Mm-hmm.
but we are still looking at a fairly long timeline here. The final council ratification vote is set for June 23.
Right. And the developers have noted that actual building construction wouldn't commence before 2026.
Navigating that much municipal procedure guarantees a long wait before any ground is actually broken, I guess.
It sure does.
Which leaves you with something to consider the next time you pull into one of these massive lots. When a community replaces its border farm lands with massive gravity well commercial hubs just to satisfy regional growth, does it inevitably lose its original rural identity?
Or is this just the unavoidable anatomy of a thriving region?
Exactly. Something to chew